Okay, so Ruffer are an independent asset manager. We've been going now for over 30 years. We were founded in 1994, and we have two very simple investment objectives. The first is to deliver positive returns in all market environments, and the second is to deliver meaningful returns ahead of the return on cash. Now, as you can imagine, over 30 years, we've navigated a whole host of different market environments. And really, we've built our reputation by delivering on those objectives in the four major market crises we've had since our inception. So that's the dot-com crisis, the GFC, 2020, and then the 2022 rate hiking cycle. Now, of course, markets aren't all market crashes, and so we've also been able to deliver positive returns in the good times as well. So we've annualised around 8% per annum after all of our fees. So typically we're used as kind of a liquid alternative. I think finding diversification for clients is becoming increasingly harder, and I think that's where Ruffer has a role to play. We have got that reputation of delivering positive returns in the bad times, but also the good times. We're also able to access different assets to our clients, so we have experience in derivatives, which has been increasingly important in allowing us to deliver positive returns in more recent market turmoil. We're also unconstrained and unbenchmarked. So that means that our portfolios, they typically look quite different to more conventional managers. So also clients get sort of diversification of assets as well as just diversification of manager. Well, it's a really good question. I mean, of course, I'm going to say that our strategy is always relevant in all market conditions, but I do think we're particularly relevant today because we've seen real challenges to diversification over the last 5 years in particular. So in 2020, of course, you had bonds and equities falling over 15% in tandem. That posed real challenges for lots of investors because they saw bonds as kind of their safe haven. You then had the April sell-off this year. So Trump and his tariffs caused pretty nasty market turmoil for a period of 5 days, I think it was. Let's start that question again because I lost it. We'll go again. I was doing well until then.
The sun kind of shone.
Yeah, and I just lost it.
Why are you relevant today?
Go again. Sorry, go again.
Why are you relevant today?
I think we're relevant in all market conditions, but I think we're particularly relevant today because diversification, I think, is becoming much, much harder for investors to really achieve. And when I talk about diversification, I mean genuinely uncorrelated returns. It's been pretty volatile over the last 5 years. We've had 2022, the year where both bonds and equities fell over 15% in tandem. And that was really challenging for most people because bonds were kind of their protective safe haven assets. We've then had a similar dynamic again in April this year. So you had Trump and his nasty tariffs, and they caused a market sell-off for about a week. That again was a quite tricky environment for people to find genuine protection because you had equities, bonds, and the US dollar all selling off together. And that's really where Ruffer comes in because we have typically been able to deliver positive returns in those moments of market stress, whilst also delivering cash plus returns in the good times too. And I think that that's a return profile that feels particularly useful to investors today.